You guys ever get a wild hair up your rear end and say, I'm gonna paint my engine bay on my drift car before all of my car parts show up? Yeah, I guess that's what we're doing today. So I went to my local paint store and I got some paint cans mixed up. And I also got some primer and we're gonna start scuffing down the engine bay. Paint the engine bay with some spray cans, but try to do it in a way that it looks good still, but it's still on a budget. I figured if we're gonna beautify the 07K and make it look absolutely beautiful, can't have the engine bay looking crusty and dusty. So we gotta at least try to make it look half decent. And at the end of this video, there's a very, very, very exciting announcement that I want you guys to stick around for, because I think you guys are gonna be pretty freaking stoked. So enjoy the paint process and stick around for that announcement. Enjoy the video. All right, so it's scuffed good enough. I think it'll be fine. Right there, I gotta take my grinder, grind that down to clean bare metal, go get some wax and grease remover, and then we'll just throw the epoxy primer on this thing. So let's get to it. Just using some glass cleaner. It works kind of sometimes the same as, you know, wax remover, wax and grease remover. Just getting rid of all the dust and stuff I got from, you know, scuffing everything down. All right, well, I guess let's see what happens. We're wiped down, we're taped up, we're scuffed down. So here's what we're gonna be spraying with. This is just Spray Max 2K epoxy primer. So it'll just be a gray epoxy. So we're gonna spray, and then we're gonna hit it with our base coat, and it's mixed into a spray can with the clear coat. So it's just a single stage 2K, whatever you wanna call it, spray paint. So let's do it. Let's see what happens. I did this once on the Mark II and the bay turned out good, so we'll see if we can do it again. All right, here goes nothing. All right, so far not so good. We're gonna try to do a little bit heavier of a coat this time. That was just kind of like a light coat, but now we're gonna try to really layer down, you know? All right, well, that was 2 coats of epoxy primer, and that's all I got. The coverage is pretty good. I mean, from here, it looks pretty decent. So now this will be our color coat, but we're gonna let that cure for about 20 minutes, and then we'll throw down this. I think you guys are gonna be pretty stoked on the color. We'll see, though. We'll see. Check back in, we'll start painting in about 20 minutes. All right, I know there's a lot of noise going on outside and I don't have my microphone set up, but it's time to throw down some color. So fingers crossed that this goes well. All right, here goes nothing. So I know that it looks super patchy, but the first coat is not meant to cover. It's meant to just kind of be like a sticky layer for the second and third coat when we really start to hammer down on it. Can you guys guess what color this is? Pretty freaking cool. All right, good news and bad news. Good news is it's done and it doesn't look half bad. Okay, if you get close to it, you can see all the little dust nibs and everything. That's, you know, I should have had an air compressor and just blown everything out, but hey. The other good news is that it's done and it's covered. Now here's the bad news. It needs another coat and I don't have any more cans. So it probably could use another good thick coat just for coverage sakes. So I'll have to go and get a new can tomorrow, one more can, because like in areas down here We didn't get perfect coverage, or like in the corner up here. And bad news number 2, I don't like it. This is what I was worried about. I was worried that I wasn't gonna like it, because yellow is such a good color, but I wasn't sure if yellow would be good on an E30, and I don't love it. I don't love it. Maybe it's just because it's bare and there's no engine in there right now, but dang it. Oh man, kinda don't like it. Anyway, if you are curious what color this is Volkswagen's Imola yellow, so this is a Volkswagen color. It doesn't really look like Imola yellow. It's a little bit more orange than the Imola yellow is, which kind of sucks, but it kind of just looks like school bus yellow, and that's not what I wanted. So that kind of really blows too. Imola yellow is supposed to be like a little bit of a lighter yellow, not so much orangish yellow. I don't know, maybe with the 07K in there, it'll start to look cool. And actually like fully covered. So we'll definitely go get another can. We'll do more coverage, and hopefully I start to like it. Maybe it'll start to grow on me, because I mean, I'm not sanding this down. It's yellow now, so whoops. I don't know, let me know what you think. Yeah. All right, so we're back here a few days later, and the paint is finally cured now. It's yellow, it's definitely yellow. It's really bright. And initially, when I first laid the paint down, I was like, dude, I don't know. This might have been a bad idea. But the more and more I look at it, the more and more I start to like it. With the general idea and plans of how this thing will look cosmetically, I think this will work. And once we get the fresh 07K all up in there, and it's gonna look good. We got some red coil packs, because you know how it is, plus 10 horsepower, so those will be here. Might get this powder coated black. I don't know yet. We'll see how it looks in the engine bay, but as of right now, I'm liking it. Obviously, I didn't drop the subframe and, redo this. I am going to do that. I'll probably do that off camera because, this just doesn't make a great video. I'll drop the subframe, get it, painted, and obviously we're gonna replace, the control arms, and then we'll refresh the steering rack and all that stuff, and then we'll paint like the steering shaft, steering column, whatever you want to call it. But for spray can, the gloss, not bad. They did say that I could wet sand that at like 2000 and then polish it just a little bit. There's a couple areas where I messed up, and then we're gonna replace the coilovers, so I'm not worried about these either. But I'm not mad, I'm not mad. As you guys know, all of my cars are 10-footers. This one will be, I don't know, not quite 10 feet. It might be 5.5, 6-footer. From about 6 foot away, it'll look good. So we're getting better, we're getting better. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. Still waiting on parts for the freaking ZF transmission, but once we get those, I'll show you guys that video, hopefully next Friday. You can paint an engine bay with spray paint on a somewhat budget. The total was $150. So between the epoxy spray paint and the paint itself, 150 bucks. Not bad, and you don't need an air compressor, and you don't need a paint gun. I'll call that a win. It'll make it look marginally better, so. We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from. Like Blue's Clues or whatever. I don't know. I got a box before I end the video. I wanted to tell you guys this. I know that I don't have my microphone, so it's gonna sound a little crappy, but just bear with me, because this is really exciting. Like really, absolutely insane. So this is a box from ECS Tuning. If you're into Euro cars, you know ECS Tuning. What more do I gotta say? They wanted to work with your boy. They wanted to get this freaking 07K car done. So they sent a bunch of parts out. And in this box and a box to come are all the parts that we need to get this thing donezo. Not quite donezo, but like 90% there. So let me show you guys what we got. Right off rip, in this box, clutch master cylinder. Boom, look at that. Clutch master cylinder for an E30. We're gonna put it in the car, okay? Don't you guys love unboxings? This right here is a brand spanking new freaking throttle body. Look at that. Dude, it's so pretty. Oh my goodness. This, gross, ugly? This, brand new, beautiful, awesome, dude. Thank you so much, ECS Tuning. I love you. Oh yeah, baby. Clutch master cylinder, throttle body. And these boxes, coil packs, red top. You know the vibes. 10 plus 10 horsepower, dude. What? Yeah. Of course I had to go with the red tops. Got 5 of them, of course, because it's 5 cylinders, duh. Open this beautiful box up. I bet you guys don't know what this is. Oh, you can't see it. That's a catch can, in-house by ECS, catch can. Boom, look at that, beautiful. Nice anodized black. Oh yeah, that's gonna catch all the gunk and junk that the 07K is gonna produce. In this box, I bet you don't know what's gonna happen. Hold on, let me open it. This is a Mark IV power steering pump that I'm going to make work with the BMW E36 rack on a Mark V engine. Why? Because cars are Legos and you can do whatever you want. And it's brand new and it's beautiful. Thanks, ECS. What? So cool, dude. I'm so excited. I don't know if you guys can't tell. So insane, man. It's like freaking Christmas, dude. In this bag, I don't feel like getting them all out, but this is a wheel stud conversion for the E30. I think I mentioned it in one of my drift videos. I was like, dude, the silver car is getting wheel studs. I'm very sick of trying to line up the spacers, the wheel, and the hub to put in the wheel bolts, lug bolts, whatever you want to call them, converting it to wheel studs. Thank you, ECS, I love you. And then these are all the lug nuts. Yeah. You know, and if you're gonna do a coil pack service, you ought to do some spark plugs. These are NGK spark plugs, good plugs. Get them at ECS, you know the vibes. These are Kevlar belts because we are undoubtedly going to throw a few belts. So if we can prevent that from happening with cheapy belts, yeah, why not? Kevlar belts, get them at ECS. Now the other thing with ECS is I was talking to the partnership manager and I was like, yeah, dude, I don't have any tools. I don't know, we were just on a conversation. She was just like, you need tools? It's like, yeah. I bought a toolbox and it's empty. So they sent me tools, dude. This is their in-house brand, Schwaben. It's got a cool name. So the cool thing about Schwaben is they're designed in-house by ECS, like engineers. So they're, you know, built by enthusiasts for enthusiasts. So that's really cool. So we got a 1/4 inch ratchet. Let's hear it. Oh yeah, that's good. That's a good ratchet. This is what I'm very excited about. Check it out, brother. Ratcheting wrenches, dude. These are the freaking best. I love ratcheting wrenches. This is Christmas. It's Christmas in September. Do you remember? 1/4 inch drive sockets. Can never have too many of those. I'm definitely going to get some toolbox organization stuff. Most definitely, because these are not leaving the shop. These will stay in my toolbox and I will not lose a single one of them. You have my word. Screwdrivers, because I like to use screwdrivers as pry bars, although they are not intended to be pry bars, so a lot of my screwdrivers are already broken. So I will not be using these as pry bars because they look nice. And I got a 3/8 ratchet. Oh yeah, that's a good ratchet. It's got like this nice satin finish too. It's like not super shiny. It's nice, I like it. If you work on Volkswagens, this is a triple square set. Volkswagens love to use triple squares, so we got these long reach triple squares. All the way up to M16 down to M6, so super nice. I need this. Then we got this Torx bit set. Always need Torx bits. Allen bit set, beautiful. Always need those too. And I like it because it goes all the way up to a friggin' 17 mil Allen. I think a lot of times like drain plugs for like O2Js and like Volkswagen transmissions use a bigger Allen, so that's cool. 3/8 socket set, yeah, long reach, deep socket, whatever you want to call them. Freaking beautiful. Like, look at that. Like, you notice how they're not super shiny. They have like a nice like satin type finish. I like it. Same thing, but just, you know, stubby ones, short ones, 1/4 inch. And without a doubt, my favorite part of everything they sent me, this is just a bunch of 10 mils. All sorts of different variations of 10 mils, because you guys know how it is. They're always the first ones to get lost. So I now will never not have a 10 mil. So that's cool. And last one, these are protectors. So these are like for, so these are for like, you know, when you're unbolting your wheels, these little plastic like casings on the outside. So you don't scratch your wheels when you change them. So that's really cool. Thank you, ECS. And then the box that I was sitting on, you guys might be wondering, Brett, what are you sitting on? I'll show you guys if I can get it open. I let it sit out in the rain though, so the box is kind of like deteriorated. It's a freaking low profile jack, dude. Oh, but she's heavy. Oh, all right, noted. Ow. Oh, she's a heavy girl. Wow. So this is Schwaben's low profile jack, long reach. So like if you have like a stance car or like a low car, this thing's nice, dude. Oh my gosh. Absolutely insane. Like I'm still like in awe. And this isn't even all the parts that they sent. I still got more coming. So we got parts, we got a friggin' jack, we got tools, and then they also sent out a bunch of chase-based stuff. So handbrake, brake lines, set up brake lines for the handbrake. So those will hopefully be here within the next week. But everything that I showed you guys should get this car ready to run and drive. Insane. They want to see this thing done, so they're hooking your boy up with some parts. They want this thing to happen, and I couldn't be more grateful for them, and I couldn't be more grateful for you guys watching the videos and making this happen. It's really cool. I've been a fan of ECS ever since I bought my Imola yellow Jetta Fahrenheit, like in 2018. I was like my first Volkswagen. So ECS is where I spent all my money on car parts because it was a Mark V and it was broken all the time. So I've spent quite a bit of money at ECS and it's really cool. The cooler thing too is they're really local to me. Like I'm 2 hours away. No biggie. That's nothing. So I'm so grateful for them. So thank you for, sending that out to me, ECS. And if you guys need car parts, you know where to go. ECS Tuning. Like, do I need to say more? So in the next video, hopefully we will get this ZF transmission mounted to the 07K, get the 07K back, get all these parts thrown on this thing, and try to get this thing ready to freaking drive and run. We're so close. Also, hope you guys like the yellow. I want to say thank you for watching the video, and yeah, really cool, man. Really freaking cool. All right, thanks for watching the video, guys, and thank you for bearing with me with that box unopening. Everybody loves to watch like opening up a box. It's like Christmas. It's fun. All right, thanks, guys. Catch y'all in the next video. I'll see you later. Have a great one. I love you. Goodbye.